Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Quit the Robot. As I alluded to before on my Discord server, which I will link in the description, I'd recommend checking it out, as well as the discussion tab to check out on new uploads, see how they're going. I alluded that today I'd be checking out Super Mario Bros. 3, a classic for the NES. I'll be checking it out via the Nintendo Online, NES, SNES 64 All-Stars Battle Royale thing, but yeah, from there, let's go. So, basically Mario 3, it's got a bit of an interesting development history. After Mario's 1 and 2, gamers all around the world were clamoring for some more Mario madness. Due to chip shortages, it wasn't really available until, it wasn't really available that quickly for North American gamers, so instead, Nintendo teased it via this 90-minute commercial called The Wizard. It featured a lot of stuff, featured a lot of product advertising, and at the end, it showcased Mario 3 is the final game that the contestants had to play. But yeah, this is Mario 3. And as you can see, I'm not very good at it right now. I'm really used to the Advanced 4 version, so the different controls kind of throw me off a teeny bit, but it'll work out. Mario 3 plays out like your standard Mario game, tons of different power-ups, all that kind of stuff. But it does a lot of variety as well, which makes it really good. As you can see below, there's a bunch of different counters, like what world we're on, lives, P-meter, score, all kinds of stuff. And as you can see here, we got ourselves a world map. And there's a bunch of different levels as well. Anyways, let's go on. But overall, Mario 3 is often seen as one of the greatest platformers in existence, and it's easy to see why. Again, bunch of variety, bunch of work on it. See? All kinds of stuff. They also added a bunch of new things, for example, you can see here, the Raccoon Mario. These days, it's pretty standard to see it in a game, but back then, it was actually kind of hard to come by. And see what I mean? I'm not very good at I'm not very good at classic Mario, if you couldn't tell. But that's okay. Anyway, continue on. But actually, I despite the fact that it's just product advertising, I think what they did with The Wizard to showcase Mario 3 was actually pretty clever. Mario 3 came out pretty 2 years earlier in Japan, but due to the chip shortages I mentioned earlier, it couldn't come out fast enough in North America, so they used things like The Wizard to promote it. Wizard, Nintendo Power, all kinds of stuff. You see the little tokens we're collecting, essentially. Down there, there are different ones. If we can match up 3, we'll get some extra lives and such. Which can be pretty helpful. So I'm gonna showcase a bit of a trick. I mean, with the power of the internet, this is very easy to find, but in the game, you have this inventory screen which can hold several different power-ups, one of which is a bit of a secret item called the Warp Whistle. I doubt we'll be using it since I plan to cover a lot of the game, for this. Oh goodness. Flippin' Boomerang Brothers. But essentially, Warp Whistle allows you to skip worlds, hence the name. And think of it as a portable warp zone from Mario 1. Whenever I play Mario 3 personally, I always like to skip World 7, but this is a Let's Play, and we gotta do as much as we can, so, yeah. I'm gonna be facing my fears of the flippin' pipe maze today, boys. At least, during the series. I wonder how fun that'll be. Willing to bet, not fun the slightest. If you, hold down on this, you'll be able to, go through the background, and through here, you'll see, one toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. Oh god, my Toad voice is horrible. Yeah, as you can see, we got ourselves that Warp Whistle. And if we press B right here, we can see our little inventory. Press B again to tuck that one away for later. And this is a toad house. Essentially, pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Why do I have to do a toad impression? They're just horrible. But yeah, you can choose a box, and inside is a fire flower. As you can probably tell, fire flowers are flowers that give you fire powers. Line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get one try. I'm slowly gonna... My voice is slowly gonna die the more I do toad impressions, isn't it? Ah, dang it, I was so close. Essentially, that was like a slot machine game. And this is a fortress, a brand new edition. They're kind of like mini castles for those who are used to the first game. And with this, we can head on through. With this, we get a mushroom. Through here, we'll just head through past the rotating disc. It's possible to get a second warp whistle here. I actually demonstrated this during the wizard, like they showed a scene where the main character uses a raccoon leaf to get through here, get up there, and there's a warp whistle near the top, but we're not going to do that, since one is enough. Through here, we'll go through this crushing spike section, which is actually kind of easy to avoid. Just gotta time it right, avoid the bottomless pit, crouch, and we'll be good. Now, a lot of elements from Mario 3 frequently are getting reused these days, hence Boom Boom. So, weird turtle thing right here. But he's so unbelievably easy. Like, you get his pattern down, and he goes down without any issues, is what I'd like to say, if I didn't get hit. But yeah, in between every fortress, you get yourself a magic ball and go through. We'll head on to the next level. I think we'll complete World 1 this episode. These are the underground areas, which I always thought were like ice caves when I first played the game. Yeah, head on through. And I usually prefer to take the upper path on this level, just overall preference. You go through there, land, jump, jump. You're actually forced to die, apparently. That makes 3 deaths so far. You see what I mean by how, terrible I am at Mario? At least classic Mario. It's like, again, I'm used to, like, the Advanced 4 controls, so these new ones are, just a little bit jarring to me, at least. Okay. At least they're not broken. The level design is accommodated for them. Finally, we'll get past that stinking piranha plant and jump through here. And through from that. Jump. You saw below, like, that little meter down there flashes. When you run long enough, and as you can see, you get 3 cards. You get life as compensation. But, as you can see, like, that little meter down there, basically, with enough, force, enough running, it'll fill up and you'll be able to, make bigger jumps, pretty much. And as any, form that allows you to do raccoon stuff, you can fly. But with the P-Wing, it's always filled up. Just go through here. Note blocks, they make it go higher. Or at least they're like little springs in the air. So as you can see here, it's kind of like bolted into the air. Actually, it's a confirmed theory that Mario 3 is just a stage play. Actually, oddly enough, due to things like exiting stage right, those bolted up props, all that kind of stuff. And Mr. Miyamoto actually confirmed it. I think it was around 2015. Which I gotta say, that's actually pretty impressive. Like, it's not often where you confirm fan theories, but I guess that's the time. Nope. Now, that's every time you get around 8,000 points, flip over any 2 cards and see if they match. You can only miss twice. You flip over some cards. As you see, I matched a few. Getting some stuff. That's some good luck. Yeah, that's where I screw up, isn't it? Yeah, from there, we'll pop into this Toad house. Pick a box! Its contents will help you on your way! I really need to stop. 3 fire flowers and a warp whistle. Works fairly well. As you can see, there's occasional hammer brothers that wander the map. And you can just bust the block under them, and blam. We'll also drop items, for example. Drop a star. But the song that plays during that is just catchy as flip. So we'll hop into here and equip a fire flower for the upcoming fight. Oh, it's terrible! The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. So essentially, some mild plot. Basically, Bowser sent his children to wreck stuff up in the Mushroom Kingdom. And at the end of every world, you go through one of these airships, which are everybody's personal favorite kind of level, and my least favorite as of right now because of how bullet helly these things can get. Like, seriously, I'm getting Gungeon flashbacks from this. Oh well. There's some consistent bullet hell in here, but that's okay. Here, you can fight one of the Koopalings, Larry Koopa. His attack pattern is simple, just bonk him on the head 3 times, avoid his magic attacks. You should be good as gold. They're actually really easy when you get their patterns down. But with that, we have reclaimed the first of 7 magic wands. From that, you get this cool little sequence of falling down. From there... Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. At the end of every world, Peach sends you a letter containing an item. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that will help protect you. Princess Toadstool. From Toads to her, the impressions are horrible. I can't believe I'm doing them. But this is Desertland, but we'll head on to it next time as the video is reaching the 12-minute limit. But anyways, thank you so much. And if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, share the videos as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.